Family owned and operated since 1948 and located in Smelterville, Idaho, Nickerson's Towing and Sales have been taking care of the Silver Valley and beyond for over 70 years. Chad and his crew provide 24/7 mobile services, towing and recovery, and also have a full shop facility available. Whether you need a tow, a jump start, a winch out, a tire change, or fuel delivery, Nickerson's can do it all. As Chad says, no matter how poorly you park it, we can help. Nickerson's also provides services such as secure storage, truck and trailer repair, brakes, transmissions, suspensions, and much more. Chad and family are devoted, longtime supporters of local youth athletics and activities, as well as all things Wildcat. Give them a call at 208-784-1238 or find them on Facebook at Nickerson Towing and Sales. Wildcats Live would like to thank Nickerson's Towing and Sales for all they have done and continue to do for the community, including their sponsorship of Wildcats Live. Go Cats!
And now, the starter. First, Orofino. Number 4, a junior, Ivy Zimmer. Number 5, a sophomore, Leanna Johnson. Number 8, a junior, Emma Robbins. Number 9, a senior, Diana Romero. Number 13, a senior, Grace Sheridan. Number 15, a sophomore, Riley Gibson. The guard tonight, number 7, a junior, Hannah Johnson. Maniacs is coached by Frankie Summers, assisted by Lisa Hanna and Olivia D. And now, the Wildcat. Number 1, a junior, Number 5, a junior, Macy Rose. Number 7, a junior, Irene Lowe. Number 11, a freshman, Abby Neff. Number 12, a junior, Madison Shady. Number 15, a freshman, Danny Anderson. Number 20, Wildcats are coached by Steph Batchelder, assisted by Chris Luna and Casey Figueroa. Official tonight, Cindy Dyke and Eddie Mugia.
Welcome to Wildcats Live, ladies and gentlemen. It is usually a bit of a duo here with my wingman, either Eli Beauregard, Ken Lagerquist, or Josh McDonald. None of the former mentioned are here tonight. They are on the road. Josh should be here shortly. He is on the road back from a football game. So fall sports are in full swing. You are looking live at Andrews Gymnasium. I'm biased. One of the best gymnasiums in the region in North Idaho for sure. Brick, huge arches. It's one of a kind. It truly is. We're trying to preserve this treasure. I am here with my counterparts, minus Josh. I am here with Buck Coe, who is on the production tonight. We've got Ty Cheney up in the K-Wall booth, a.k.a. up in the island. We don't have sound to him yet. We got to get that going for the next we've had very few opportunities to work out the kinks. We've had so many home events. This is our third one, followed by football tomorrow. First league match for the Wildcats, Central Idaho League 2A Tilt, ready to tip off with Abby Neff. You heard the starters announced by Chris Johnson, and we are ready to go. Abby Neff with a nice serve. We'll see how these Orofino Maniacs, this is quite a road trip. We know what it's like to go down that way as that kill goes wide. It's just a tough trip, but you've seen this conglomeration of 2A schools now with Kellogg and Priest River crashing the party with Orofino, Grangeville, and St. Mary's. So all of a sudden, there's a 5-team league in the 2A, leaving Timberlake and Bonners Ferry. So glad to have you here. We're going to see what happens here with this volleyball action right there. I think that was Madison Cheney with a all-familiar kill. Hopefully, Big Sister may be watching from Northwest Nazarene University. And we have Buck's big sister, Emily Coe, checking into the game, so I'm sure he approves of that as the lefty, Maddie Cheney, gets ready to serve it up. Wildcats with a little bit of a recovery here. Back over, free ball here for Orofino. Nice set. And we're going to get a net call, I believe, on the Wildcats. That's going to be a side out and point for the Orofino Maniacs. Again, we've gone through the starters, but I'll go ahead and kind of review some of those that are on the court at the time. Looks like serving will be senior Grace Bearden. number 13. She's joined by a host of teammates. It looks like the Wildcats having a little bit of difficulty fielding serves again. That has been their Achilles heel, so to speak, according to Coach Batchelder of the Wildcats. Bearden again, second serve. It looks like, I thought maybe libero. That is libero. I think is that Sawyer? I thought she got a piece of that, but apparently she didn't. So Wildcats get the side out in the point. Jerome on the serve. Outside hit there, deflected by Coe. Nice. You know, sometimes you just get that hit. As long as it looks like it's going to be in play, even a deflection is worth a point. That might have gone long, but you can't take that chance if you're on the front line for Kellogg. You got to be aggressive. Better job on the serve there. Emily Coe with a little kind of a dump, but not really. Just kind of a little side hit there, and right in the soft spot for the Orofino Maniacs. So it is now 3-4, Kellogg serving. So far, pretty spirited and pretty energetic set here. Thanks for joining us. Anybody in Orofino, that's going to be long. Great call, Tammy Atkins, veteran, Kellogg High School alumna, and not biased. She's going to call them as she sees them, but she's been doing this for a long time. Wildcats on the receiving end of the serve again. It's not their forte. We'll see if they figured some of that out. So far, Orofino looking pretty confident for a road team that just took a 3.5, 4-hour road trip. They are taking an early lead, 6-3. Again, Wildcats receiving serves, not their strength. Here is Riley Diffin on the serve. That's going to go long. Good job by Jerome there. I'm always amazed by the reflexes of these volleyball players. You just have like a split second to make that decision, and it's just a lot of practice and coaching. And right there, the sophomore doing just the right thing. A little bit of trouble there for Orofino as well. On the court for Orofino also is Emma Province. Number 8, number 9, Kaya Romero. Looks like number 5, Livia Johnson. And there's a libero, number 7, Hannah Johnson. Probably some relation there. Somebody's going to have to hit us up in the chat and fill some gaps there for us. Emily Coe at the service line. Pretty solid serve. Nice block there. I think that was Neff. That's one of your freshmen right there, your diaper dandies. That is Abby Neff. And again, we've been talking about these freshmen for the Wildcats. They've got 3 of them on varsity, and they all play meaningful minutes. Crowd kind of getting into it here. I think the theme is what, Buck? That looks like construction? Are we in like construction? There, hey, well, I got to say, there is the point there. It goes to, looks like it goes to or it goes to Kellogg. There's a lot of construction around on I-90, right, Buck? There's pretty much construction everywhere, so you couldn't have picked a better theme here for the Idaho Panhandle. In fact, I just drove down to Twin Falls a couple of weeks ago, and from Butte, Montana to Kellogg, Idaho on Interstate 90, basically the entire corridor is under construction. Nice little soft floater pseudo kill there by Miley Jenner, the junior from Orofino. And just like that, the Maniacs giving the Wildcats all they can handle here in this league match. Interesting to have this as a league match. They've kind of gone back and forth in classification, so they're no stranger to one another as far as competition, maybe even sharing some league play. But this is the first time this Central Idaho League has featured Kellogg, Priest River, Orofino, St. Mary's, and Grangeville. So it's going to be an interesting couple of years here. Wildcats looking to organize some kind of offensive. Maddie Cheney with some great touch right there, set up by her teammates, and it will be 8-9. That's going to be Danny Hendrickson at the serve. Although she looks like a seasoned veteran, she, as we mentioned in the last live stream, just a freshman, daughter of basketball coach Jana Nearing and Todd Hendrickson. Nice serve there again. Anytime you can make the receiving team get on the defensive immediately, it's an advantage. There's Maddie Cheney with a little floater. Nice try there. That is number 4, Brielle High. No, that is number 7. Elia Lowe. And she attempted to give it the one-arm bump and wasn't able to get it to go. Trading some points here, trading some serves and some side outs. We got Neff at the serve. Gosh, you know, and she does hit it into the net. Unforced error there. A lot of times when you have a freshman or a sophomore at the line or in a crucial moment, you're almost on pins and needles. I got to tell you, I'm not. When Neff and Hendrickson are in a critical position, I have no doubt that might have been long. Great job by Sawyer to salvage it, though, and give her teammates a chance to get it back over. I like the aggressiveness. Low there with a nice recovery and pass for the set. Nice little rally here. Here we go. Danny Killerith with the kill. Actually, it's Schillerith. That's the nickname. Macy Jerome gets it back over. Smart volleyball here being played by both sides, just giving each other their best. And that looked like it was a block, but instead it was on the Kellogg side, so they got it down 12-10. Here we go. These Orofino Maniacs were 4-0 in league last year and went to the state tournament. So they are, I would say, just based on last year's performance, they are the favorites. Wildcats, of course, coming out of the 3A Intermountain League championship. So this is really quite the tilt if you frame this. And couldn't ask for a better matchup here. First league match of the year. Little deflection there off of Cheney. It's going to be 13-11. I like the energy back and forth from both of these teams. Coach Batchelder in full costume as always. She was a minion last match, and she is now looking like a full-blown construction worker. Kudos to Coach Batchelder. Buying all in on the theme nights and the spirit. Wildcat spirit is alive and well. I don't know if you have been able to see Andrews Gymnasium and Kellogg High School kind of underwent a pseudo, I want to say remodel, but not really a remodel, just kind of a sprucing up, and it just looks great. The colors are popping. There's lots of really cool murals painted on the walls. There's the Wildcats after Hendrickson is able to get it down. Anyway, Andrews and Kellogg High School just looking wonderful. All-class reunion coming up in 2023. We're going to do a live stream of the high school just for people who haven't been here for a while and want to do a virtual tour. Stay tuned for that. That was a great effort, and still a great effort. Gets it over the net. How did that even get back over? Got to give some kudos there to Riley Diffin, who was just able to get a hand on the ball. That is some pretty savvy sophomore moxie there, putting the Cats unexpectedly on their heels there. Some good action here, 13-14. This feels like a district or state tournament game here in, I guess it's September now. Wildcats get the point, 14-14. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We got Devin Weber, Kellogg High School, Wildcat. Great job, everyone. Thank you, Devin. And we've got our ever faithful Steve Shepard, a.k.a. Shep, voice of the Wildcats, giving us a few tips and some information. Yes, Orofino was 3A for a while there in the 90s. So both these schools have bounced around a little bit. They're not strangers. There's a service point going to go to the Wildcats, and guess who it is? It is Avery Little. She has had a nice couple of matches, just kind of versatile, getting to the service line, solid serves, tough to return. think we called one of her serves we gave her the lead balloon designation. Wildcats looking a little confused on that one. Josh and I talked about this a little bit after the last match. There's not a lack of talent on the Wildcat side. There's maybe once in a while a lack of cohesion, lack of chemistry, but that can only come with playing together as a unit. And that's the only one way to do that. That's just to play in matches, and the Wildcats are just doing that just now. Taking the lead for the first time, I believe, as Coe with the serve again, 16-15 Wildcats. Oh, and there's that deceptive kill. Riley Diffin, I mean, for a sophomore, she's all over the place, and she's not afraid to hammer that thing wherever she's at. Wildcats got to be prepared for that no matter where she is on the court. Libero Johnson getting that one rallied up. Wildcats still looking a little bit unsure. Everything, when you're playing volleyball, we talked about the split second, and there's just no time to think per se, and it's got to be all reaction, and it's all got to be all cohesion, and the Wildcats are just a half a second from just being where they were last year, but it's just not quite there yet. But the talent seems to be carrying them to this point. I think they had a loss to Bonners Ferry, followed up by a win against Wallace. So they've had they've had some ups and downs. Oh, Danny Henderson, nice idea there, just wide, smart by the Maniacs there, and they are feeling pretty good now as they take a 1 point. Again, we are Wildcats Live, wildcatslive.org. Thank you for joining us. Maniacs, Wildcats, near and far. Just so glad to have people joining us as we get back to crowds, and we still know there's people that just want to watch some volleyball and some football and some Wildcat athletics, and that's why we're here. There's a little dump by Neff. Little there to set that up. Back over by Jerome. Nice little rally here. Here we go. Wildcats trying to organize. That's into the net. That's going to be tough to field. Yeah, that kind of set them up. That was maybe a little too early to try to get that back over, and it went into the net. Wildcats did well to keep it alive. Again, one of my many co-pilots, Josh McDonald, I believe, en route to Andrews Gymnasium from, I think, Lakeland, wherever the Wildcats had a football game tonight. They're playing Newport tomorrow, so I don't think, maybe it was Newport, JV. I don't have the schedule in front of me. But I have Buck Coe here on production. He's going to throw a headset on. We're going to get, Buck always has some good thoughts. He's been in a lot of gyms. He's the younger brother of a basketball player and a volleyball player. He's a cross-country runner. And, he got some good observations. So we're going to go ahead and bring Buck in here and see what he's got to say. Buck, what do you think's going on so far as we get this timeout here?
I think the Wildcats are in a good position where they can destroy Orofino's momentum here and get a rally going.
2017, so they did have a little run, didn't they? Felt like they kind of got back together, and then Orofino put a little run on them here. So maybe this timeout's going to help, you think?
Yeah, I think this is a very clutch timeout.
What do you think of the student body? Is that some pretty good spirit down there?
Heck yeah. This year, the student body has been probably louder than
I agree. I agree. They're pretty
seen
enthusiastic. In fact, that's the most enthusiastic bunch of construction workers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Orofino with the serve, and Buck, we talk about the girls. Coach Batchelder says the weakness of your sister Emily and her teammates is just sometimes receiving the serve is a little tough. What do you think causes that? As they kind of have some new players out there. What could cause that?
I think that with the new set of players out there, it's a little bit more difficult to communicate. I mean, last year we came out with a whole bunch of seniors that graduated, and we're with a whole set of new players this year that came
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just a matter of them kind of getting comfortable and getting communication and knowing where each other's on the floor, right?
Yeah.
But Orofino, unfortunately, Buck, as Kellogg kind of gets a point, maybe some momentum here, Orofino's not going to just sit around and wait for Kellogg to get their organization. They want to win.
Yeah. I see some hustle on the floor for Orofino, but the Kellogg is doing very well, backfiring it.
All right, well, we got Danny on the serve, so let's see if we can get some points here. There's Maddie trying for a kill. Nicely dug. We got scoreboard outage here. Doesn't make the tech guy feel very good, but it's back on. So play on. Play has continued. That looks like it's going to go to Kellogg for a point. Thanks for joining us, Buck. We're going to bring you back on here. The longer Josh takes, Buck, the more you're going to get some airtime. So you better hope for some traffic lights and some construction, which is the theme of the night. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
And again, I bring Buck in there. He's multitasking now. Buck is running production, so he's looking for replays. He's trying to capture replays. He's looking at the chat. He's looking at the chat for some inspiration for people, some of Kellogg's finest. Chris Sawyer, if Kellogg scores more than Orofino, then we should win. I got to say, that's a pretty hot take, but I agree with it. Chris Sawyer just bringing the knowledge here tonight. Right now it's 2022, so I think we need at least 5 more points if we're going to win this one. So thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Probably watching on your Starlink, which is good stuff. Orofino looking to counter the Cats here and prevent this from tightening up, but it's looking like the Wildcats. Oh, that's a great block. That is number 13, Grace Bearden, and that was returned to sender. She has got some size. Wildcats are going to have to plan around that front line for the Orofino Maniacs. That looks like it's going long, and it is. And Lowe just barely. That's one of those things when you're playing volleyball. It's like, I got to get this. Wait, it's out. And you got to bail out right at the last second. She chose correctly on that one. Wildcats have the lefty Cheney at the line, which is always good because that lefty serve is a little bit more difficult. Boy, these Orofino Maniacs, they can hit from anywhere on the floor. Here comes another one. That's going to be wide, just barely though. Again, that is Diffin. She does not. I'm not sure what the Orofino Maniacs want. Are they wanting a touch there? I don't think they're going to get it. Serve incoming here. 1 point deficit. Scoreboard out again. Somebody's unplugging the scoreboard over there, it looks like. Oh, nice kill there by guess who? That's Diffin. Wildcats flirting dangerously with match or set point. Scoreboard off again. Back on. Wildcats scoring table looking to solve the riddle, solve the puzzle. 22-23. And that is your dominant front line senior, Grace Bearden, on the serve. Scoreboard, a slight distraction. Wildcats a little bit confused there. Now it's going to be, that is set right there. I didn't realize that was set point. So the set goes to the Orofino Maniacs, giving the Wildcats every bit they can handle. We're going to take a little break right here and go to some of our sponsors. Thank you to those that are making that contribution to us. If you're interested in being a sponsor, wildcatslive.org. We've got Wildcat, purple, and gold levels. Hit us up. We'll be right back.
Purple and gold through and through. Shoshone Glass has been serving the home and auto glass and glazing needs of the Silver Valley and North Idaho for more than 50 years. With 3 generations of family expertise and community loyalty, they have a well-earned reputation for hard work and excellence. No matter what your needs, you can rest easy knowing that your project will be handled quickly and professionally. From energy-efficient windows and sliding glass doors to bath enclosures and mirrors, and a comprehensive auto glass service as well. Let the experts at Shoshone Glass take care of your home, auto, and business needs by calling 208-783-1159 or going to shoshoneglass.com. Go Wildcats! NASCO is a loyal Wildcat activity supporter and Kellogg-based construction management company. Their primary focus is supporting our U.S. military's Department of Defense through the performance of multi-million-dollar federal construction contracts. NASCO has a long history in the Silver Valley where their home office has been based for more than 23 years. They have enjoyed continued growth and now have multiple satellite offices nationwide. To date, they've worked on over 50 military bases and performed more than 3,500 construction projects in 32 states across the U.S. NASCO is proud of their Silver Valley roots and is actively involved in local community events and activities. You can find them on the web at nascousa.com. Wildcats Live would like to thank NASCO for being the original gold level supporter and proud partner. Thank you, NASCO, and go Wildcats. From plywood to paint, tools to trim, they have it all, or they can order it in just a few days' time. Kellogg Lumber Company is a veteran-owned business that has been supplying the Silver Valley with quality building materials to contractors, builders, and homeowners for 4 generations. Personal service and knowledgeable staff make Kellogg Lumber the right choice for your next project. With 50 years buying experience, let Steve and the knowledgeable crew at Kellogg Lumber use their many well-established vendors to source the materials you need for the right price and delivered on time. Kellogg Lumber, more than just lumber for 4 generations. Hometown proud sponsors of Kellogg Wildcat Athletics and Wildcats Live. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Still solo, somewhat. I've got my producer and cameraman and multi-talented Buck Coe right next to me here. We're bringing him in when we can. We just discussed when you're putting on a live cast like this, you have commentators, you have cameramen, you have all kinds of other roles. You got a producer, and so Buck was deciding which commercials to show, and he was looking at me, and I said, "You're the producer." So he's getting those chops back in season. And the Wildcats hopefully regrouping, looking to bring themselves back from a 1-0 disadvantage. Score clock still off, no idea why. So we are not going to have a score here because we are looking at, there it is again. Not sure what's going on over there, technical difficulties. In the meantime, while we're waiting, in the chat, we got some stuff happening there. Welcome Haley Cheney, Wildcats standout, of course. She's watching, and we are always excited to have alumni watching these events, keeping them somewhat close to home digitally. We also, here in my Venmo, we have Jody and Chris Sawyer re-upping their Wildcat sponsorship. Thank you, Jody and Chris, both Wildcat alumni. And we appreciate that, and we always love it when you guys are watching from home as well as when you're in person. So French Gulch once again really representing. We've got a Wildcat sponsor from Emily and Ira Coolin, and boy, you French Gulchers are bringing it once again. So, and of course a gold sponsorship from Shoshone Glass. So really setting the bar. Nice hit there from Avery Little. It comes right back at her again. That's the theme so far here for the Orofino Maniacs, as number 13, Grace Bearden, just basically a wall on that other side. And I look over here to my left, and fresh off of Interstate 90. Speaking of construction themes, Josh McDonald. There you go.
All right.
And there we have you. And construction, there we go. That's probably far too familiar of a scene for you. And the Wildcats are dressed in, but welcome back. Welcome in. Orofino kind of back and forth, took it to the Cats, showing their 4-0 Central Idaho League chops from last year.
Oh, well, that's not surprising. All of my memory for
There we go.
As Maddie Cheney goes up and gets hers. I don't know how this first one went, but when I was in high school growing up, Orofino and Grangeville were kind of powers. They competed, and then there was that really tough White Pine League, that group of White Pine League teams with like the Genesees and Troys and Prairies of the world.
Yep.
Incredibly talented group of volleyball teams down in that Clearwater Valley area. And what was the score in the first set, Simon?
It was 25-22 or 23. So 25-23. It was close, back and forth the whole time. Wildcats, Josh, had some. We were calling it kind of symptomatic of chemistry.
Okay.
It wasn't a lack of athleticism. It wasn't a lack of aggression. It was kind of what Coach Batchelder has said, a little unsure at times and not acting with confidence. And Orofino just doesn't let you do that.
Well, this is a good test for both these teams early on, opening up CIL play in August.
Josh, I thought in that match, Buck and I brought Buck in a little bit just to kind of bring his perspective, and I said this feels like a district match already. It's pretty intense. Orofino making that tough road trip. We know what that's like, and I'm impressed with how well they're playing despite that road trip.
And, nice to see the Wildcats. I'm assuming that Coach Batchelder isn't quite experimenting with her lineup as much.
No.
As she might have.
A little more conventional, yep.
What a hit there, my goodness.
Yeah. Diffin's been just bringing it.
We are going to get a double hit there.
That is Riley Diffin, Josh, and she is just a sophomore, but just almost reminds me of Piper Rainio. She's everywhere, and she can hit from anywhere.
I mean, she definitely put some heat on that one. Ooh, rough
Wildcats,
set there.
a little off sync, just a little out of sync for the Cats. It's been the theme tonight.
Free ball for the Wildcats here, and we're going to get a little taste of our own Swiss Army knife. Wow. Great rally there from Orofino. Right now, the Wildcats just kind of look a little off.
Yeah, they're just not 100% confident and clicking. That was tipped. They definitely have had their moments where that raw athleticism shows, Josh, but they just don't. It doesn't seem right now as of yet.
Avery Little coming
where that confidence is. Yeah.
She's kind of one of the Wildcats' better servers. And she once again demonstrating that. My goodness. Just all sorts of heat on that. Great hit. Holy smokes,
Diffin can hit from anywhere,
Josh. That Diffin is incredible and a wasted opportunity for the Wildcats.
So I would say, now that I've gotten to have you bounce a few of those thoughts, Josh, I would say the advantage so far has been the receiving of serves. Orofino, much better.
Oh, okay.
Wildcats, not as well, as you see right there. So that's really the difference in the match so far.
Okay.
Talent-wise, they match up pretty well, player for player. But the receiving of the serves, definitely advantage Orofino.
Gotcha. And that's been, what a wicked serve that was. Kind of came at him straight and then curved over towards the sideline. Coach Crystal Luna had to run into the stands to get out of being part of the...
There's a crawler. There's a net crawler. That's a 4-point run there for the Maniacs.
And Diffin showing, like you said, she is...
she's versatile.
She really is a versatile and proficient scorer at every aspect of the volleyball game.
And is that Groth coming in for the Wildcats, number 13?
Going youth right now.
Yeah, Coach Batchelder looking for something different.
Someone to play that back row. Macy Jerome pops that up, and we're going to get a little nifty tip there by Neff.
There we go. That might be
that definitely was a double hit.
Yeah, she got away with it.
And right now, Wildcats on the wrong side of a 6-point run. Two more points, and I would expect Coach Batchelder to probably use that timeout.
And guess who it is turning the tide? That wicked serve from Diffin. And she hits from everywhere, too. So the Wildcats got to be getting tired of her right now.
Yeah. Rough stretch here for the Wildcats. We've talked about this before, though, Simon. The Maniacs are taking advantage of that volleyball trope of runs.
Yeah, they are.
It's a game of runs.
Yep.
And right now, they have all the momentum, and there's that timeout. 10-6. Steph Batchelder going to take a timeout.
No choice.
It's a great timeout, but, you're on the wrong side of an 8-point run.
Yeah.
You've got to stop this right now and hope that you throw Diffin off of her game. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot that's going to do that.
No, it's going to have to – it's going to be – you're not going to ice her, but you're going to maybe give your players a little bit of little bit of confidence, a little bit of motivation to dig something out, because I don't think Diffin's gonna pause here.
Yeah, she's not going
She's tough.
anywhere. Now, is Orofino playing? Are they on a little bit of a road trip here? Are they up here to take on the Wildcats and then maybe
like Priest River or
Priest
something?
River
I didn't see that. I'm gonna look that. I'll look that up right now while you're talking there,
It's
Josh.
worth noting that with the substantial size of our new league, our new 2A Central Idaho League,
Yeah,
with
Central Idaho,
Yeah,
as we're up here, 2 hours, 2.5 hours from the
you've
Canadian
got
border.
schools in Bonner County. I don't know that we're quite central, but for Orofino, this is a 4 to 5 hour bus ride.
Yes.
And they're looking like they're not here on a vacation. They're not here for fun. This is not a leisure trip for the Maniacs. And the timeout worked.
Get one into the net there.
Goes into the net.
Josh, it looks like they played Priest River on Tuesday, so maybe that's the swing, the swing trip. 3-0, they blanked the Spartans, so there's a little bit of a tell for you there. And then versus Asotin, but I don't know where that one's at.
Asotin, Washington.
Yes.
So they're
playing. I don't know if that's home or away.
So if they're on a three-game road trip up here before school starts, maybe.
Well, it looks like August 30th, Priest River, today, Kellogg, and then September 6th, Asotin and St. Mary's on the 8th. So maybe they're back home. I don't know, that'd be kind of a long road trip, but it's possible.
If school hasn't started, oh, nice little dump there. Wildcats with a free ball. Macy Jerome looks a little flat-footed. For a 3-year varsity player. Good hustle there by Jerome, though. Well, she must have heard us. And,
so Wildcats' run is short-lived there, Josh. They just you can't afford to trade 6 and 7 points to 2 with Orofino.
They can't get out of their own way, seemingly. Right now for the Badgers, it's their libero serving. And that number 7 for the Badgers, that's Hannah Johnson. Popped up here. Nice little flat-footed hit. Makes the Wildcats recover in the backside. And we're going to, oh my goodness.
That was a nifty little kill there by Cheney.
Arced high and then dropped very suddenly. Good hit. Little change of pace there. Wildcats going to take control of the ball. Danny Henriksen up to serve. Love watching her serve. This little jump pop serve that she's got.
Could use a little bit of a run here, though, Josh. We could use a little bit of a 4 or 5 point run. That's going to be tough to do there with that front line in rotation for
Nice
Orofino.
hit by Jerome. We're going to get a double hit right there. Wildcats a little bit of momentum right now.
There we go.
And you're right. This construction crowd here, the Wildcats, I love this themed student section. This is great stuff.
Of course, Coach Batchelder as well. She's in full construction guard. That's in.
Oh, that's in. Stacy Deshawn watching that one right down the line.
Stacy Deshawn has been in a few gyms in her life. She's no stranger to the volleyball court as well.
I talked to her a few weeks ago. It sounds like she did about 5 days of volleyball all week, summer, the whole summer. Henriksen, another serve.
Very involved.
It's a great serve right there. Ooh,
little dump
set of their own. Maddie Cheney, the hammer.
That looked like it was tipped.
Was in. We're getting that in.
Tipped and in. We got Buck running production tonight, Josh. So
gonna get a replay here.
He's gonna go with the replays on his end.
Oh, that was on the line. That was a great call by Tammy Atkins.
Oh yeah, she's a veteran.
Veteran line judge Tammy Atkins.
How about this run for the Wildcats? Another potential.
And right there, Michaela Groth, I think, unwillingly tried to make a play.
Yeah.
And it kind of set the rest of her team up for the confusion that ensued.
And Wildcats had a run going, Josh.
Yeah, they pulled it within 1. Oh, I do love a good run jump serve. My goodness, it's just a good look. Oh, great block.
That's wide, so it's going to be Kellogg.
It was a great block, and that number 13 for Orofino.
Yeah, she is. When she's on the front line, look out. You're not going to get many hits at that point. She's a blocker as well.
And, some of these girls getting a very fresh look at each other for the first time, and they're going to be playing against each other in a lot of different sports this year.
Yeah.
So if you're Maddie Cheney, you're looking across the net from probably the starting center for the Grangeville, the Orofino basketball team.
Definitely, Josh. There's a lot of carryover now, and I think the last time these two played was at the very beginning of the last season.
Okay.
So it's been a long time.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Great play by Brielle High. And the Wildcats get take the lead.
According to Buck, Josh, that's a 6-point run for the Wildcats.
Well,
so we got a timeout coming, I think.
Buck would be the man with the plan. It was I believe the score was 12-6. And so I think the Wildcats have gone on an 8-1 run.
There we go.
So Buck might be right on about the 6 straight, but it was, I believe, an 8-1 run. And now the Wildcat faithful is starting to get
Andrews Gym under construction.
Under construction. Some men at work.
That's right.
I wonder if they come from a land down under.
Maybe not, but maybe.
Not.
It's possible.
It's
there
possible.
Could be a couple.
The Kellogg JV football team lost on the road tonight to Lakeland.
Lakeland. I thought you said Lakeland, but then I thought they usually try to bounce those off. I thought it was Newport, but then I thought, no, you said Lakeland. You said Rathdrum.
It was Rathdrum, and it was a tough game. They lost 28-8. About 4 plays could have gone the other direction, and the game would have been an 8-6 win for the Cats.
Huh. Yeah.
So I just did. I just shouted you out.
He's just shouting. The kids down here in the crowd want some shout-outs.
No, there they go. Better, do we have the mic up in the crowd or up in the booth?
We could.
We need to get the student section, apparently.
Yeah, we do need to get them mic'd up.
But they apparently know they can get my attention.
They do. I like the spirit. I sure do. And I did just see. Luke Rocket Johnson Peterson, cousin to Danny Hendrickson, in the crowd with his dad Brad and Callie. I don't know if they rewatch these games, but he has seen us up in the booth, Josh, and he remembers us. So, Luke Rocket Johnson Peterson.
Oh boy.
So 16-14, Orofino puts a little stop to the bleeding here, but we're going to see if they can get something going on their own. This is the Kellogg Wildcats' Achilles heel, Josh.
Yeah, serve receiving. And
there it is
again. My goodness.
Kind of a shank there. I think is that high?
It's almost like Steph needs to just have him. I'm sure she does.
Yeah.
I'm sure that in practice, her and Crystal send balls over the net, and the girls have to just work on getting them into play. Ooh, hard wind up there. Hit by Shilriff. Uh-oh, good hustle there.
Got to get over. Oh, a crawler.
Crawler. Good hustle by the Maniacs.
That's a great hit right there by the libero.
Heck of a hit. Macy Jerome, good, decent hit of her own. Uh-oh. Nice little tip, misdirection. The hustle play.
Oh, the Wildcats showing some life here in the second set.
That was, you get punched and a counter punch.
That's right.
And when you thought, Orofino thought they had just dealt a knockout blow.
Yeah, they did.
And
I did too. I was kind of leaning towards that.
And that exasperated dive, like, oh, I made the attempt. But that attempt turned into a point. And now the Wildcats are up 2 here in the latter stages of this second set.
With a little chance here to do something else.
Emily Coe, good hit there. Oh, right at the net is Macy Jerome, and she is intuitive. The one thing that she doesn't, we're going to get a double hit here. Looks like we're a net violation.
Little net. Josh, did I correctly call that? Is that a pancake? Didn't we discuss this last year? It's more like a spatula, but it's called a pancake,
it's called the
right?
pancake.
Okay. I thought I got it right, but I was like, it feels wrong, but I think it's the right one.
I still believe the spatula is a better term.
Yeah, it's more like a spatula. Oh, get out of the way, Macy Jerome. Get yourself out of there.
Oh,
that was Matrix-esque.
That was Macy putting herself in about as worst position possible and somehow getting out of it. What a move by Macy Jerome there. Serve just drops over the net. And the Wildcats right now starting to pick it up here.
19-16, 3-point lead. Don't play the fight song yet. No Stairway to Heaven here before the match or the set is actually over.
Yes.
No Sweet Caroline.
No Sweet Caroline. Nice little dump there. Oh, but the playback, was that Neff? That was Neff.
Wildcats a little quicker on their feet right now, Josh. They just look a little more energized.
Oh, a little tip over into the net. Yes!
2016.
And right now, this run,
Let's hit some replay. Buck on production, just killing it right now.
and the Wildcats putting this one seemingly away right now. Great serve by Jerome. It's going to be a little tip over the net there. Henriksen, just too far out of reach from Neff.
This is tightening up. Josh, this feels like a district game. It just does to me. I don't know what, if it's just how we just can't turn that off. When it gets to, it goes back and forth, it just feels like a different atmosphere.
It's two teams that I think are aware that, two teams that are aware of how important it is to get this first this win on the road.
CIL, it's like bragging, or it's like posturing, right? Like, hey, who's going to be the top dog here?
Orofino already with a win over Priest River.
Swept them.
So right now, you're looking at probably by default, the league leaders.
Sure,
the
you
Maniacs.
are. You definitely are.
Oh, good hustle there by Olivia Sawyer. Just not quite there. It's a 3-point game, not quite to the point where the Wildcats can comfortably go point for point, but absolutely the worst thing in the world lining up to serve if you're a Wildcat.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want her at the service line. You're going to have to get this one back in play and not mess around. Wildcats look like they handled it.
Nice hit. Oh, too hard.
And so these are split-second decisions, and this is easy from up here, guys. This is easy from up above the court. It's not easy down there, but I'd go for something a little more high percentage.
Yeah. Maybe try that dump set with Diffin. Oh, right there. There it is.
There it is. That was Neff. That was the craftiness of Neff
Hey,
right
and
there.
I'd like to say I'm starting to feel a little Tony Romo-ish. Okay.
Hey, you called it. That's right. You called that before it happened,
I
Josh.
called that. I said this is what I would do.
I'll give you that. Josh, you are the Romo of Wildcats Live tonight.
Yes.
I'm giving that to you.
Little push over the net there. Matty Cheney, the hammer.
Go with the power.
A little razzle-dazzle from these Wildcats. And now starting to see
23-19, Josh. A little daylight, a crack. It's a little daylight. I won't say get that. Don't get that Sweet Caroline out or anything yet, but
Wildcats right now putting it on.
All the momentum. Timeout. We're going to get a timeout.
Oh,
interesting.
at game
set
point.
to it. At set point, yeah.
At game point for the Wildcats. And
This is good stuff, and it gives us a little bit of a chance. We'd normally go to some ads here, but I got an email. We want to send some money to sponsor the Wildcats. How do we do that? We're watching the game at the Depot, a.k.a. the Beanery on Railroad.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, hit us up there. Go to wildcatslive.org. We've got an account at Columbia Bank, but the Venmo and the PayPal are set up in my name still until I get that all squared away. So at Simon Miller 1 on PayPal, at Simon Miller 1 on Venmo. You can also make a check out to Wildcats Live and drop it off or mail it. And I can give you details on that. I've got your email. I'll get back to you. But appreciate you guys watching from the Depot. That's the whole idea. It's a great place to hang out, and you're getting to see some good volleyball tonight thanks to the HD camera work of Ty Cheney. Little production here by Buck Co.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just having fun doing it. So.
Oh, this is so much fun. The Wildcats right now, Emily Coe.
It's got to get it in play, right, Josh?
Puts it in that back corner. Tough spot to play it.
Here we go. Wildcats can even it up here at 1-1 with a decisive kill here.
Oh, great hit
Danny
by Danny
Hendrickson, the
and that's going
freshman.
to do it. Wildcats take set number 2.
Construction break. I don't know what that is. There goes the construction crew.
Hey, you only get 15 minutes and you got to be back on the job.
Smoke break. Not here on campus, though.
Wildcats.
We got a replay. We're going to go to break, right, Josh?
Yeah, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with set number 3. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live.
From plywood to paint, tools to trim, they have it all, or they can order it in just a few days' time. Kellogg Lumber Company is a veteran-owned business that has been supplying the Silver Valley with quality building materials to contractors, builders, and homeowners for 4 generations. Personal service and knowledgeable staff make Kellogg Lumber the right choice for your next project. With 50 years buying experience, let Steve and the knowledgeable crew at Kellogg Lumber use their many well-established vendors to source the materials you need for the right price and delivered on time. Kellogg Lumber, more than just lumber for 4 generations. Hometown proud sponsors of Kellogg Wildcat Athletics and Wildcats Live. North America's premier silver mining and refining company and headquartered in Denver, Colorado, Sunshine Mining and Refining is a precious metals production, development, and exploration company primarily focused on silver. Their namesake project, the Sunshine Complex, is 100% owned by SSMRC and is North America's only vertically integrated silver complex. Located in the mining-friendly Coeur d'Alene Mining District in Idaho, the Sunshine Complex is composed of the Sunshine Mine and Sunshine Refinery, located in the heart of the Silver Valley, Kellogg, Idaho. Sunshine Silver Mining and Refining support many local endeavors and are 2021-2022 Wildcats Live Gold level sponsors. Check out their website at sunshinesilvermining.com to learn more. Go Wildcats! Family owned and operated since 1948 and located in Smelterville, Idaho, Nickerson's Towing and Sales have been taking care of the Silver Valley and beyond for over 70 years. Chad and his crew provide 24/7 mobile services, towing and recovery, and also have a full shop facility available. Whether you need a tow, a jump start, a winch out, a tire change, or fuel delivery, Nickerson's can do it all. As Chad says, no matter how poorly you park it, we can help. Nickerson's also provides services such as secure storage, truck and trailer repair, brakes, transmissions, suspensions, and much more. Chad and family are devoted, longtime supporters of local youth athletics and activities, as well as all things Wildcat. Give them a call at 208-784-1238 or find them on Facebook at Nickerson Towing and Sales. Wildcats Live would like to thank Nickerson's Towing and Sales for all they have done and continue to do for the community, including their sponsorship of Wildcats Live. Go Cats!
And off of that scintillating second set victory, your Wildcats knotted things up with the Orofino Maniacs here in the Wildcats Central Idaho League opener.
Unfortunately, Miley Zenner has other ideas with that opposite court kill there that just left the Wildcats clueless, Josh.
Tough ball to play if you're the Wildcats. What a
great serve.
Nasty serve there. Oh,
almost too good.
That was a little back tap into a punch over. That was
almost too good of a serve, right? Because you're like, okay, they didn't handle it very well, but now it's back over here. How did it get back over here?
Like an alley-oop almost.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
I'm glad we got joined in the booth by the Peterson boys, Josh. They are full of energy, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. A little bit of judgment, too. Apparently, they're not entirely sure why it is they can't hear us.
Yeah, he's like, I can't hear you guys. And why do you have a kid in there?
Yeah.
Well, that is not a kid. That is Buck Coe. That is a full-grown producer right there.
I believe the word you're looking for is Wonder Kid.
That's right.
And
Luke Rocket Johnson Peterson and Rhett the Jet.
Rhett the Jet.
I mean, those are some great nicknames
those
right there.
are quality nicknames. Oh, here we go. Ooh.
That's a kill right there.
Hit.
Was that Killerith or was that Emily Coe?
That was definitely Danny Killerith. But her approach, the approach she makes when she hits the ball is just really unorthodox.
Yeah, I think it's just not natural yet, and I think it's getting there.
Yeah.
Woo! There's a block, though. That looked pretty natural.
What a block there. And we're going to get a net violation. Tough go there for the Wildcats. That was a great defensive play.
And it was a good aggressive series there by Schillerith, really.
Yeah, she played the block perfectly. It was just that second jump. She ended up in the net. Probably a little forward momentum on that landing.
I still think advantage Orofino on the serves. If the Wildcats can figure out the serve, defense, and neutralize, they're good. But they just haven't been able to do that.
You know, one of the things the Wildcats did so well for the last 4 years is when these serves would come over the net, this is what would happen, but a little bit more controlled.
Yeah.
That initial pass, that initial receive was played so high and so well that it gave everybody time to get to their spots on the floor.
And as it's 5-2, Josh, let's talk about some of the Wildcats that made that possible.
Oh.
I mean, we talked about Piper Rainio. That goes back 3-4 years. But Grace Nearing, of course. You just had these players that
they may not have been on the front line getting the kills all the time, but they were setting up that rotation time and time again.
Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Jerome is like, I meant to miss that.
Oh,
that was just a dive for prosperity. Oh, I thought they called it out.
They did. The line judge just
Overruled.
got overruled.
Overruled.
Which I don't know if I love that happened.
We got a replay on that, Buck? I don't know.
It was a heck of a hit. Oh, nice hit right there by Henriksen.
Danny's
She'll give it right
Yeah.
back. And the Wildcats respond in kind. Maybe a little
This feels like, I don't mean to dismiss St. Mary's or Grangeville, but this feels like a little CIL championship right here preview.
This feels like two teams who know what they want to do. My goodness, great block there. Good possession from the Wildcats.
Free ball, libero, set.
Oh,
little delayed kill.
Off-balance hit. Good job, Olivia. Olivia with a lot of experience.
Gosh, Neff is just
unfathomable.
everywhere.
You know, she had 38 assists the other night in the game against Wallace. 38.
When she's involved, I like the chances, Josh. She just doesn't get rattled.
No.
And
no, she looks like she wakes up every morning with her game face.
Yeah.
Like the first thing she's thinking about when she wakes up is, well, I got to get a dump set.
Yep. What am I doing? What's the plan for tonight? Yeah, exactly.
Wildcats down by 2 here.
A little bit of a miss set there.
Free ball. Plenty of time.
God, that was perfect for Danny. Perfect.
Tough ball here for the Maniacs.
That looked like it might have been wide.
Oh, that was tricky.
Did you see the body control right there by Neff?
The reverse dump.
Yeah, and it was like weak side like this with the left hand. I don't even know how you bend that
and
way.
And the crowd erupting with a "she's a freshman" chant. Gosh. Oh.
Get down.
Ooh, that was line. That was great.
Get yourself some line, Avery Little.
And Tammy Atkins, I think, watched that sail and then dropped.
She's like,
and then was like, well, you won't get home cooking from Tammy.
Flags down. That was in.
She is not going to be a hometown.
Oh, that's going to be a little long. She got a little greedy. Yeah, Tammy's one of the best. She really is.
She's been doing this. Gosh, I can remember her doing it when I was in school.
Well, her daughter played. She and her sisters involved in KHS. She's just been around. I'm not going to say she's old. She's not. She is young at heart. She's still doing this, and what a heart and good stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Wildcats, Maniacs all tied up here in set number 3. Wildcats no stranger to these extra innings matches. They've fought from behind a couple different times in different games or different matches over the years. Most recently, some pretty incredible rivalries with the Timberlake Tigers.
Yep.
Just brutal back and forth, like the rare point for point. Yeah, the rare point for point games that we talk about, where it never seemed like any team got some momentum.
Yep.
Little punch over there by Henriksen. Kind of popped up. We're going to get a double hit
carry.
here.
Yeah, she kind of double hit that.
Oh, carry. They're calling it a carry.
Yeah, it just barely. I mean, look at her. She's like, I don't know how you call that. That was perfectly legal. I think it almost looked too good.
And, you know, Haley Cheney a lot of coaches used to get fired up because it almost felt like she was pushing the ball.
Yes.
Woo! That was a little hard.
That would have been great. I don't know how they didn't. That was great discipline by Orofino.
Yeah, like just they knew as soon as it came.
When that thing's coming, how do you not try to hit that?
But it was with Haley. It was more that I think coaches were upset because it felt almost unfair. That why is it they have this 6'2", 6'3", volleyball monster.
Yep.
Who can basically get as high above the net as she wants and then put the ball wherever she desires.
With finesse or power.
Yes. Yep. Oh, great serve there. Wildcats down by 2 here. Hit into the net. It looks like Diffin came over and it kind of scared the libero.
Yeah, it looks like the Wildcats still are continuing a little bit of that assuredness. Like they just look like they're playing with more confidence.
Yeah. Macy Jerome just in the net, kind of scaring. Ooh, that left hand, my goodness.
Cheney back in
Free
position.
ball for the Wildcats. Nice popped
That
up
was a
there
good
by
job by
Brielle High.
Yeah, that was a good job.
Oh, and Avery Little's going to send that one out to concessions.
And that was one of those series, Josh, where it could have just completely gone Kellogg's way.
It started out bad with a player kind of making an unsure play on the ball.
That
Ooh,
was
Livy
way
Sawyer.
wide, but Sawyer with a great hustle play.
And, you know, sometimes, like we said, it's
you
you
can't
get there
think.
and you just have
Yep.
to make a play.
Absolutely.
And if that's what you have to do, as that one's blocked out, Wildcat point, maybe that's the play that gets a player going.
Yeah, Josh, if you do something with enthusiasm and confidence, it doesn't matter what do we got here? That was Kellogg point, right?
What was the call?
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are we doing here?
I'm not entirely sure what they called. Woo, that was tricky. And we're going to get a line violation there, I believe.
Got to carry again.
I thought Neff went under the net.
I don't know if that's a makeup call or what, but I don't know how they got Orofino
Did we get a
side-out
replay on
point
what Neff
that.
just did there?
I think so.
The little sneaky move she did to kind of reverse layup that over the net. Her body control in the air. Wow, what a hit.
Yeah, that's impressive, and that is the strength of the Orofino front line. When you get number 13, Grace Bearden there, not a lot you can do. You're just going to have to try to weather that storm.
And, you know, I haven't seen any Maya Reynoldson
Nope,
here
not
in this
tonight.
match. In fact, I don't even see her on the bench. Blocked over the net there. Popped up. Kept in play. Diffin hit. Popped up by Neff. Maddie Cheney's going to give him a free ball here. Wildcats' strength seems to be in their defense, though, on these plays that get seemingly out of control. They capitalize on it.
Anytime you can get Neff on the set here, you're in good shape.
Oh, a little tip over the net there. Good hustle. This is great volleyball right now. Blocked, out of bounds. And that one's definitely staying with the Wildcats.
That was a great series right there. Those long rallies like that can just definitely show what you're made of.
Lily Sawyer in the game
Yep.
for the Wildcats. I was trying to figure out who number 9 was there.
Had a key dig there and set up another
Oh.
hit.
And Maddie Cheney's serve sails flat and left.
Don't want to give it right back to Orofino after that little run. You wanted to capitalize on that momentum, but you know, with your Cheney, she's going for blood there. So
with that level of effort that the Wildcats just put out, it almost feels just, you know, almost for naught. Emily Coase hit, blocked, rolls down. Wildcats right back into it.
we are at one set apiece, ladies and gentlemen. It is 12-14, and we are back and forth.
We saw an early opening run from the Maniacs here in this third set, but the Wildcats battled back, and we have kind of ground down to one of those attrition-style plays as the nice block there, and that's going to sail long. She was not going to get blocked again.
No, that was Diffin going, I killed it once.
And
You blocked
Sawyer,
it, I'm going to come right back at you.
Sawyer and Co. putting up a formidable wall there, and then Diffin wanting to make sure that didn't happen again. And Wildcats are within one.
Little floater there by Jerome.
And Wildcats going to put that down.
So a little trouble with that floater. It wasn't exactly the patented lead balloon, but it was close. It was just that kind of knuckleball. Got the men at work down here.
Trying to get a chop going, but it's a sad chop.
It's
you got to get that going better, man. If you're
right.
going to do it better. Wildcat faithful trying to get things going. Diffin pushes it into the back row there. Awkward hit, but that was in.
That was tipped, and it was in as well, so no doubt there for the Wildcats. Jumping back ahead, Josh.
And right now, just a barrage of points from the Wildcats. They are scoring in just about every manner possible, from what appears to be design plays to broken plays.
Yep, hustle plays. Yep,
yeah,
for sure.
Macy Jerome's serve just seems a little light. And that, they got Olivia Sawyer to rotate over there. She shifted to the middle, and Diffin knew exactly where she was going to put that.
No question. She did it she saw it when it was coming over the net.
And you can just tell a heady volleyball player when you see one. Diffin plays like a person who has 3 years of varsity volleyball
She's
under her
one
belt.
step ahead. She is, very much.
Great little runner there.
And she's a sophomore.
Oh, really?
Yep.
My goodness. That'll sail long.
But you did say plays like, Josh. So you're still
Wow,
correct.
I thought I got her and Grace Bearden's grades mixed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, for a sophomore, what a terrifying concept. But meanwhile, the Wildcats have their own batch of
We've got a
youth.
few of those. Yeah, we do.
You know, we've got Danny and Abby,
It's a great
and
serve
that's
by
going
Little.
to be a formidable duo for about the next 4 years, I would guess. A little dump there from Abby Neff. And they're really leaning into Diffin. I don't blame
yeah,
them.
anytime you can get Diffin to toss one
Yeah.
over like that, I'm for it.
Oh!
Then
Emily
that
Coe.
flips it. See how that flips that momentum right there? You get Diffin on her heels and not able to be on the offensive, and the Wildcats able to capitalize.
You know, when I was in, gosh, what year was it? My sophomore year, I played JV basketball for Steve Bogard. And he referred to me as a garbage man.
Coach Bogey.
And I
Coach
used to,
Bogey.
the first time I heard it, I was a little put off by it.
Sure.
But it was because I was willing to go in and make some of those plays
Absolutely.
that no one else wanted to do.
Get
If it
dirty
was
and get points and rebounds.
Yeah, and clean up the glass.
Love it.
Emily Coe is a garbage man.
Yeah, okay. So
Emily Coe is absolutely that player that she doesn't care if it's going to leave a gym floor burn the length of her thighs,
doesn't care.
which, I mean, she's like 5 foot long legs, so that'd be a heck of a gym floor burn. But she doesn't
She
care.
does not care. Nope,
she doesn't
she'll do what
care
it takes.
if she's at the net and that ball smacks her in the face. Oh, good
Josh,
hustle.
I would say in that kind of epic win against Timberlake, the 2 epic wins, she was monumental in that, instrumental, because she just got in there and mixed it up with everybody.
Yeah.
And
As
got
a
in foul
sophomore.
trouble, but who cared?
As a sophomore,
Yep.
going up against some of the best basketball program in the state, in my opinion.
Yep.
But Emily Coe is a garbage man in everything that she does. She's out there doing a little bit of everything. She's getting a little breather right now, but she has been instrumental in the Wildcats digging themselves out of a 5-point deficit and now walking into the final stretch of this pivotal third set with a 2-point lead. Hendrickson serving to the net. My
We got to
goodness.
get that over. We got to make them earn it.
Unforced errors.
Josh, I'd say I'd go, garbage man. I like that too, and I'd give it the spin. She's blue collar.
Blue collar.
Just gets that lunch pail, goes to work.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it takes.
Much like her friends in the crowd.
Yeah, construction workers
she's a
out here.
construction
I mean,
worker.
they're a crowd of the people.
Oh, there's Maddie Cheney doing Cheney things.
Now, Josh, you gotta get the serve in play here. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
you just gotta
That's
force
fine. We've got the
Orofino.
We've got the right person.
Yeah, you got Neff here. She's not gonna mess around.
You know
She's
what
not gonna
I-
Neff around.
Yeah. You know the thing I like about Abby is when she does make a mistake, which isn't terribly often. Oh, good hustle there.
Oh yes, what a dig.
What? We got a double hit?
I don't know if I like that. I guess it happened, but I like the hustle. That was a pancake there. I think it was Brielle High.
Oh, don't love that.
No.
But Danny, when she does happen to make a mistake, it does not, memory of a goldfish.
That's right.
It doesn't follow into the next play. She's right back.
Oh,
in,
Neff. Oh, she just couldn't quite get to it. She had to get into the net.
and
they called a carry.
They're watching her now for that. She's done it a couple times on some pretty slick plays. But now that she's doing it with one hand.
Yeah,
which I
Coach
think
Luna telling her to get her hands up above
Yeah.
her head instead of underhand, which
Yeah.
good coaching right there.
Punch over the net by Cheney. It's going to be a tough hit, and it lines. Real
Boy.
High could not get there, and just like that, Orofino storms back.
You could not have put that in a better place.
It was a great hit. It was an absolutely stellar hit. Wildcat faithful starting to get a little antsy. They've been bolstered now by their the return of their JV football team. Oh, good hit. Kind of a hammer fist. And Wildcat's going to have an opportunity here.
Oh,
Block.
Oh, what a
It's all right.
block. Yeah,
Still
that's
in
a tough
play.
place to kill right there.
And Macy Jerome just pushes it over.
Wildcats really need this point.
Oh, great tip over there.
Orofino not giving it up.
Free ball for the Wildcats. Left hand. Oh, yeah.
I like it. Cheney said, okay, get it back over here, but you're getting it right back.
Yeah, and it's hard because you know that she wants it. You know that she's 6 feet tall. You know that at the very least she's going to get up and make a play on that ball. So
Yep.
you have to figure it out. And when you bank on, gosh, is she going to go up there and try to just hammer it?
Tell you what, that's where those off-season workouts pay off.
Yes.
I know Maddie works really hard in the off-season.
Oh, we're going to get a double hit here.
Yeah, unfortunate.
And a tough spot. Maddie Cheney just playing off the ball. Came kind of at her. I don't think she just got her hands up to make a play.
Going right at the libero. She got it clean. Neff
Yep.
going to get it over.
Oh, puts it way back in the corner. Neff is a master at putting the ball into tough spots.
Well,
Oh.
that could have been a carry.
Woo! That was
Boy.
a big hit. There's the garbage man again.
That was a teeter-totter. That was right on the edge, and they did it the right way.
Yeah, that was absolutely a terrible setup there by Maddie Cheney. But again, better lucky than good any day. And Maddie Cheney does enough other things good that she can get away with maybe not making such a great play on the ball right there.
Construction crew getting a little out of hand down here. I love it.
I think they're starting to get a little antsy. Oh, and that's wide.
There we
Wildcats retake control. Crowd's starting to get restless. You can tell that lunch break's about to sound.
Get your lunch pails out. We got the third set
The
and coming
Flintstone,
up.
they're about to pull on the tail of that bird.
Here we
Squawker.
go. Oh, there's a great serve. You're going to have to get Diffin on that.
That hit the antenna.
Yeah, it came on this side, though.
Ooh. But I think we got a replay here. Going to the replay.
I think as long as it hits on the inside.
Oh, that definitely hit the antenna. You saw it move.
Yeah.
I believe the antenna is out. But it's all knotted up. Neff here to Danny Henriksen. And
There we
Danny
go.
Henriksen with the little change of pace play.
That's senior-like craftsmanship right there.
The level of play from those two freshmen.
She just
otherworldly, man.
I cannot even imagine having that mentality as a freshman. Wildcats up set point with the serve, right?
Woo, and
Let's
a
stick around
timeout.
here. We got some great sponsors, but let's stick around. I got a question in the chat, in the email. What are the sponsorship levels? If you go to wildcatslive.org and then sponsors, there's a link at the top. Our 3 levels are Wildcat, Purple, and Gold. Wildcat levels are meant for your alumni, your just a single family. Your purples and your golds they're geared for your small businesses, but anybody can get a purple or a gold.
I was thinking we had like purple and then gold and then like send Simon and Josh to Cancun for a couple days.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could do that too. There's the possibilities are endless.
Wildcats Live coming to you live from Notre Dame Stadium, where the Fighting Irish are taking on Ohio State.
Where the Kellogg golf team has traveled to La Jolla, California for their duel against,
Oh, here we
mean,
go.
There's
Why?
an ace right there. That's it.
Oh!
We got to get
We're
a
gonna
replay
get a jump.
on that.
We're getting a jump, so we're gonna have a do-over.
Buck, give us a replay on that.
getting
Let's
a
look at
do-over.
that. What is? Might have been out. We might have got lucky on that. Stacy Deshawn looked like I think she's 100% correct on that, but maybe we'll take the do-over.
Ooh.
Let's go for the do-over.
We're gonna get a do-over here.
Whew.
The do-over stands.
Oh, boy.
We're getting a mulligan here. The game point mulligan, which is absolutely the worst time to get a mulligan if you're Orofino.
Wildcats can end this set right here to go up 2-1. This is as intense as it gets.
Avery Little here, and what do we got going on?
Working the libero. I think
got
we're
a-
going to do a libero substitution here.
Maddie Cheney in. But
Avery
we want
Little.
an ace right here.
Avery, just get one down here.
here we
That's
go.
fine. Here we go.
Popped up. Diffin.
Diffin.
Oh, free ball. This is
Neff.
absolutely the worst news. Oh, Diffin all cross court. She's going to have to. Oh, great play by Maddie Cheney. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She's a freshman. Neff for the win.
What?
And oh, my
the
goodness.
construction people
The
are
construction
down.
crew are firing bazookas at each other.
So
And
this
the
is
Wildcats are making it rain points, and the crowd is singing in the rain with them.
Josh, it is a construction mosh pit down here.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, we're going to see our backup quarterback go down.
There he is. He's up.
There he
Okay.
is. That's the tallest he's ever been. That's Reed Wildcat.
Yeah,
We'll be back with set
Football
number
team
4.
construction crew. Here we go. We'll be back.
Thanks for watching Wildcats Live.
Holy smoke. Purple and gold through and through. Shoshone Glass has been serving the home and auto glass and glazing needs of the Silver Valley and North Idaho for more than 50 years. With 3 generations of family expertise and community loyalty, they have a well-earned reputation for hard work and excellence. No matter what your needs, you can rest easy knowing that your project will be handled quickly and professionally. From energy-efficient windows and sliding glass doors to bath enclosures and mirrors and a comprehensive auto glass service as well. Let the experts at Shoshone Glass take care of your home, auto, and business needs by calling 208-783-1159 or going to shoshoneglass.com. Go Wildcats! From plywood to paint, tools to trim, they have it all, or they can order it in just a few days' time. Kellogg Lumber Company is a veteran-owned business that has been supplying the Silver Valley with quality building materials to contractors, builders, and homeowners for 4 generations. Personal service and knowledgeable staff make Kellogg Lumber the right choice for your next project. With 50 years buying experience, let Steve and the knowledgeable crew at Kellogg Lumber use their many well-established vendors to source the materials you need for the right price and delivered on time. Kellogg Lumber, more than just lumber for 4 generations. Hometown proud sponsors of Kellogg Wildcat Athletics and Wildcats Live. NASCO is a loyal Wildcat activity supporter and Kellogg-based construction management company. Their primary focus is supporting our U.S. military's Department of Defense through the performance of multi-million-dollar federal construction contracts. NASCO has a long history in the Silver Valley where their home office has been based for more than 23 years. They have enjoyed continued growth and now have multiple satellite offices nationwide. To date, they've worked on over 50 military bases and performed more than 3,500 construction projects in 32 states across the U.S. NASCO is proud of their Silver Valley roots and is actively involved in local community events and activities. You can find them on the web at nascousa.com. Wildcats Live would like to thank NASCO for being the original gold level supporter and proud partner. Thank you, NASCO, and go Wildcats!
Back, ladies and gentlemen. Josh McDonald here alongside Simon Miller.
Buck with the delayed bring-in. He was just making sure you had your breath, Josh. I think he's concerned for us.
3.
It's like, get some oxygen, boys.
2. Can't do another set like that. Not that kind of high drama.
2-1, right?
Wildcats have stormed back to take a 2-1 lead here. And
Libby Sawyer.
Tough as nails.
That was a great dig.
Yeah, and the Wildcats, rally from behind in the second and third sets to take a 2-1 lead here. And it just, like Simon has said, this just feels different.
I tell you what, I think if you're Orofino, you've emptied the chambers and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah. What?
They're still here.
And this is the difference. This is where the Wildcats have had to be able to find a different gear. Oh my.
I thought, that was
seemed legal.
Yeah, relatively clean. Just a lot of ricochets. I thought that's going to happen.
But the Wildcats have had to dig deep
for
the last few years and find another gear that some of these 2A teams, and it's no disrespect to them, but when you're so used to punching above, oh my goodness.
Oh, that was filthy.
Filthy, utter filth.
Yeah, that was just unfair.
They routinely line up, they punch above their weight class, and then the championship rounds come, and while they might still be the smaller person in the fight, they keep coming. And maybe for a team like Orofino, who maybe they've ran the CIL for the last few years, who knows? That was out. What a hit, though.
Another Matrix-like avoidance of that missile from Jerome, just getting out of the way.
But it probably feels weird to them.
Sure.
That they're being challenged right out of the gate here in a league match. And, for the Wildcats, here they are. It's August. Well, it was August. It's September now.
Just
School
barely.
hasn't started, and they're playing the most important match of their young season thus far, and school hasn't even started yet.
Absolutely.
And it's not that kind of cliche trope that every match is the most important. No, this is by far the most important game that they've played so far.
Yeah,
It's a league one.
league right here out of the gate before school starts. It's, I guess, the sign of the times here in fall sports.
Right up until it was the Wallace match, which has bragging rights and local ramifications. But this right now is showing that the Wildcats are here. They are ready to play in the CIL. The CIL better be ready for them because they're coming. And, you know, they're not backing down. I'm seeing right now.
Not at all.
It's a 3-3 game here. There's a little confusion out there. The crowd's cooled off a little bit. I think the frenetic end to that last set might have just wiped every last bit of energy that they had. That was definitely a carry.
Yeah, I saw that. Sawyer, I mean, it was a good idea.
Not only that had a little back English on it like it was a free throw.
Yeah.
A little too much follow through on that one, Lily.
So still, I mean, this thing's still back and forth. It's 3-4.
Yeah.
Nobody's running away with this.
No, and I just don't see it happening. Emily Coe finding space right there.
Blue collar lunch pail Emily.
Blue collar Emily.
Yeah. You can still call her the garbage man,
I'm calling her
Josh,
the garbage man, and if she watches this back, she's going to know it's completely with love. She's the garbage man. And I'll get her a shirt. I'm the trash man.
Here we go. That's a serve from Jerome, trying to get her Wildcats to rally
Henriksen.
Here. It's going to be a deflection. Point Wildcats.
The sister-sister relationship there, Neff and Henriksen, they are just so in sync with one another. And the scary part is that synchronicity has lined up very well with that of their more experienced teammates.
Yeah, that once they start to get comfortable playing with one another, it's going to be look out.
Oh, awkward here. Emily Coe on that little wind-up hit there. Oh, and I think we might get a timeout here. I don't know if Coach Heidi Summers is terribly pleased with what she just saw there. That was one of her players watching volleyball, not playing volleyball. Macy Jerome kind of.
Oh, nice little sinker there.
They're
having trouble with that, Josh.
Yeah. Wildcats.
Another point.
Wildcats here kind of doing their thing. And it's almost like if we just don't talk about it, if we just talk about the things the Wildcats are doing right, maybe that'll help sustain this run. Macy Jerome right now putting on a clinic on difficult serves
and then having to dig that difficult return.
Oh, and we're going to get a net violation.
We'll take it.
And Diffin down there telling her teammate, yeah, you're absolutely right. That's what you did.
Yeah.
My goodness.
You can't do that. Wildcat construction crew.
Congratulations on Diffin, Orofino. You got yourself a good one down there.
Absolutely. And they got a good front line there, too.
Yeah. Anchored by this sensational sophomore. My
gosh,
goodness.
She is just
You know who
violent.
she reminds me of, Simon? And here, I'm going to throw a name at you that might unlock a core memory. You remember Bonners Ferry's Katie Poston?
I do. Yes, I do. I remember her mostly for basketball, but I do remember her in volleyball as well.
And it is the same type of game.
It's tenacity.
She hits the ball like she's mad at it.
Yep.
She was an absolute tyrant on the volleyball court, the basketball court, and she could throw the heck out of a shot put.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. That's a good comparison.
Here we go. And that's someone old Coach Batchelder should be very familiar with.
Yeah. Would she have played against her?
Yep.
Yeah.
Class of 2007.
Hey, we got a Wildcat level donation from Kellogg High School alumni Robbie Figueroa, a.k.a. Jeremy Danger Boy Figueroa. So thank you for the Wildcat sponsorship. We will get you on the rotating graphic there.
Robbie Fig.
Robbie, let us know if that's what you want on your graphic. We'll put whatever you want as long as it's as long as it can be played over the air. And we appreciate you. It's fun coaching you. It's fun seeing some of your relatives here still playing. Fun having your sister still here.
Woo! Oh, just long there.
Having you around as well. So thank you for the Wildcat sponsorship. We appreciate it.
The hit there just sails about 2 feet past the line. Again, it's a game of angles.
Back to that service defense, Josh. And Wildcats look better.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Whew. I feel like we dodged one
Gosh,
there.
I almost, I remember us talking about wanting to get the old the speed gun, the pitching gun for
Sure,
Haley Cheney
yeah.
hits. I kind of want to get one for Diffin.
Yeah,
She
she
puts-
puts. Yeah, you're right.
Some sauce on that ball, man.
It is no holds barred
Yeah.
when she hits it.
And, when she sets it hard.
Yeah,
Oh, a little tip over the net there. Little misdirection. Ooh.
little hiccup there.
Rare misstep by Diffin there.
Wildcats with a chance here, Josh, to put a little gap here and get a little space.
She went with the old palm thrust.
Yeah,
The old self-defense maneuver. Knocked the ball right into the net.
the Dwight
Oh.
Schrute.
The Dwight Schrute.
Here we go.
Uh-oh. Bearden there.
Right to
Punches
Little,
it
right
over.
to Neff, who is
Oh,
everywhere.
Garbage man.
That's incredible right there. It's a nice sequence.
It's not always pretty. And if she finds herself out of position, what she does is struggle to find a way to make a play, but she does.
she
It
does.
never looks like it's the play she wants.
No.
But she'll make it because she's not going to not make a play.
Yep. Some special athleticism down there.
Oh, but she is capable when she
Absolutely.
does get them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Macy
The
Jerome.
Matrix. Out of the way.
Imagine a ball being hit at you.
No, I won't
And
even think.
You
It's
have
just
your
pure
arms
luck.
up like you're going to
Yeah.
play it, but then at the last second you realize that you don't want to, so you bend your arms,
Yeah.
and it sails between your hands and your face at about 80 miles an hour.
No.
That is what just
Yeah,
happened.
that's what Macy does. She's done it a couple
Uh-oh.
times tonight.
Oh, that was tricky. A double hit there. Had that been clean, that landed right on the other line. That
Yeah.
was a thing of beauty there.
And it just barely hit the two hands at separate times. Just barely. Good call by the ref.
I believe that's
The judge.
Mackenzie Dyer up there. Up there in the crow's nest.
I like that was a correct call. She's right on top of
There
that.
you go. Abby Neff, do it all.
That was impressive.
And she had I think she would have pancaked that or tried to, but she had already gotten almost too close to it where there was no way for her to make a clean play on the ball.
And I think that was Livia Johnson. That was a great play by her, just putting Kellogg on their heels there.
Oh, Diffin serving quick. Henriksen, little tip. No one else there.
You know, Henriksen's little change-up hit there,
Yeah.
even when Haley would do it or Grace would do it, like this has some kind of mojo to it.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
think it comes from a lower,
Yeah, it is lower.
It doesn't
Yeah.
come from as high as what Grace and Haley were capable of doing. As Coach Summer going to take a timeout here. But on that last play, it was, I believe, the name Emma Province, number 8 for Orofino. She was on that front line by herself. So she had no backup when she went up to block that. There was no one there to guard anything that came low. So you get the Wildcats see that she's committed to blocking it. It's time to just go low.
Yeah.
Points are points.
Absolutely, and
That's
take what they give you. That's one of the things. You can be the aggressor, or you can play cat and mouse, and you can just take what's there, and that's what the Wildcats are able to do right now.
We talk about it. In basketball, would you rather see a layup or a dunk? Obviously,
Everybody
a dunk.
wants a dunk.
But
Yep.
guess what? They're both 2 points.
That's right.
They're both 2 points. So sometimes it's easier just to go up and get the layup. And right now, it feels like the Wildcats are getting layups wherever they want.
I think so. That's a good analogy, and I think the spike would be the dunk, and if it's not there, then take the points, or at least make them defend it.
Take the points.
Yep.
Emily Coe serving for the Wildcats. Wildcat crowd kind of calming down a little bit right now.
This is not as big of a crowd as I would have expected for a league game, but I just don't think Kellogg is ready. They're not used to this being a league game, I don't think.
We're on the cusp of Labor Day weekend. We've got a really important football game tomorrow night.
Coming off of Wallace.
Yeah, there's just a lot going on right now. School's starting in about 5 days, so families are kind of sitting back and popping their tents up the river, trying to enjoy that last little bit of freedom before everything gets a lot more regimented. Oh, my
That's
goodness.
a great sequence there. Danny Hendrickson.
Oh, what a tough ball to play. And we're going to get a double hit there. Oh, Mackenzie Dyer has like eagle eye vision for those. And, some of the best refs and coaches are former players.
They know.
And
they
Mackenzie
can tell
Dyer,
by what happens. Yeah.
She was a great basketball player. She's a great volleyball player. And she knows when that ball changes direction, Good hustle, just not enough. She knows when that ball goes up and kind of changes direction that things it's a double hit. So she appropriately calls it. Right now, Wildcats up by 5. Orofino with a little bit of life. Would love to see some more life from the crowd here. What a serve.
That's a pretty good serve right there. And even with Sawyer hustling over there, I don't know that she could have done any more.
I don't believe that was intentional. I don't know that physically that was possible.
It may not have been, but the scoreboard will not reflect that.
She's starting from the back line here. Kind of an awkward serve.
Wildcats handle it.
Ooh, tipped. Diff in there. Gonna have to give the Wildcats a ball
Anytime you
here.
avoid a different hit, you are in good shape.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh my goodness. Macy Jerome.
Good hustle.
Making lemonade out of a bad situation there. And it's kind of getting sloppy.
Lot
fun to
A
watch.
lot of quick hits.
Macy Jerome finding
take it.
some space. And we don't give her enough credit. We've watched her over these last couple of years. She's just a solid athlete. She's a great contributor in everything she does. It's like in everything that she's doing, she's half a step away from superstardom.
Yeah. Oh, and for sure. She's right there. And young. I mean.
Right. She's a junior.
She sets the bar so high when you're so young that people think it's going to be a hockey stick. Right, Josh? I think when we got a talented freshman, we think it's going to hockey stick. And sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it's gradual.
And sometimes it's the level that you get as a freshman. There's a reason she was on varsity as a freshman, and she was a contributor as a freshman. And to be a varsity player, you need to play at a varsity level. And if she plays at a varsity level for 4 years, it might not go from varsity to college level.
You never know.
But you never know. Like you said, you always expect that hockey stick, but
I go back to the golf analogy because there's some phenom golfers that come out and their parents go, gosh, he's shooting a 35, 36, or a 70 for 18 holes. He's just going to be really good when he's a senior. And I go, golf's not that way.
Right.
He's a great golfer, and he's going to be a great golfer, but don't expect those scores to, shoot 60 when he's a senior. It just doesn't work that way. So
Wildcats give up a point, but not for a lack of hustle. About 3 different Wildcats hit the deck there to keep that ball alive.
And Orofino not singing in the rain. They're staying alive, Josh.
They are not singing in the rain.
There we go. Leave no doubt.
We'll get it.
That's going to put a little bit of a sting on Orofino, and they're going to have to really dig here now, down 5. Wildcats approaching that 20-point.
The Wildcat faithful climbing on star receiver Varick Meredith like he's a jungle gym. Fortunately, wound up. He is probably the most physically imposing member of the football team.
I think some of that is Coach Davidian's. If you're going to go to the volleyball game, do a little cross training.
Yeah.
I think we're doing some deadlifts and some
squats
with Reed as he weight.
Do some squats. Reed
working on his core.
Reed's about $130 maybe. So some squats with an extra person on your back can't hurt.
So, Josh, the Wildcats went down 1-0. They are now on the verge of coming back all the way here. Just need a couple more points. So, don't want to jinx them, but it's been quite a journey for them tonight.
It almost leads me to believe that maybe it was me being here.
It could be. I mean, Josh, you can take credit for that, too.
I won't. They're playing lights-out volleyball right now. They flipped a switch about midway through that last set. They played pretty good in that second set, I would say. They played really hard. They battled in, they settled in, they did all the things right. That third set, though, about midway through, something just shifted. And changed up the serve there is Maddie Cheney.
Well, you said it's a game of runs, Josh,
Yeah.
and I think it's equally, I do think that road trip's maybe setting in a little bit here. These Orofino gals are tough as they come, and they are competitors.
But
it's just such a tough road trip.
It does appear that the gas tank might be starting to, the light is on, it looks like. Livy Sawyer.
Livy's giving it all. Yep, she's leaving it all out there. There's a nice little run here just to keep the Wildcats honest.
And right now, Wildcats up by 6. Only need 3 points to put that away, but 3 points can be an eternity.
Yes, that's long.
It's going to sail long. Great decision.
That's a good. That's a great help right there. You want to put that in play if you're Orofino.
And I'm going to kind of watch the Wildcat crowd here. They're getting, they're trying to do a wave.
Oh, yeah, they're going for the wave.
But they only have about 8 rows of people to do it with.
I don't know if they have a permit for that.
Yeah.
That looks like an
Oh,
OSHA
boy.
violation
An
down there.
OSHA violation. There we go. Missing out on a whole realm of puns that we just ignored for 40 minutes. Oh, good punch over there. Oh,
Yeah,
and the
no.
Wildcat front line.
Wildcats are going to slam the door here.
The,
This is all over but the crying, I'm afraid.
Orofino's engine is the check engine light's on. They're tired, and this is where the Wildcats are killers because they just don't quit coming. They are constantly just on their
Oh,
feet.
Diffin.
Oh,
She's
Diffin.
not going to go quietly.
She will not go quietly
Get it
into
over,
the night.
Cats. That's a victory right there. Diffin is going to fight till the last
hit.
breath.
Neff gets the tip. Oh, Diffin's that deep set. Such a versatile weapon. Garbage Man can't finish the
couldn't connect.
deal. But that's all right. Wildcats up by 7 here.
They definitely gave it a run.
It's a monumental hole that Orofino would have to dig themselves out of. And they're not going to have that opportunity as Orofino gets dinged with a carry there. The Wildcats take a 25-17 win in this 4th and final set. Your Wildcats are 1-0.
Hail to the Wildcats. Let's take it down to the floor, Josh.
Yes. Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Josh McDonald here alongside Simon Miller. Wildcats are 1-0.
1-0 in the CIL.
CIL. That's going to take some getting used to. But after kind of a grueling first set, it sounds like the Wildcats battled back and at times looked very much dominant in the 3rd and 4th sets.
That was a
sure.
gritty win. It really was. And they're going to have their work cut out for them when they travel to Orofino, that's for sure.
Oh, my goodness.
Be a
It's
different environment, but
Again,
good start.
Coming off a 5-hour drive themselves, they're going to have to go down there and battle it out.
Yep.
Love what we saw tonight. Again, we can't help but gush. Abby Neff is right now. She's my MVP.
She's everywhere.
She is doing all the things that
Danny. I mean, Liv had a good game tonight.
we always talked about Grace
all
Neary
played well.
being the unsung hero. Abby Neff has stepped up as a freshman and filled that role in an alarmingly good capacity.
Yep.
But it's a team effort. Wildcats are now, I believe, 2-1 on the
2-1.
season. Big wins over Wallace, a big win to open up league, and they've got all sorts of momentum. And speaking of momentum, our
What do we got
Kellogg
tomorrow,
football
Josh?
team is 1-0 in dominant fashion, and they were making up our rather rabid student section tonight. I feel like they're almost on edge to the point.
Yeah.
That,
I'm glad there's no school tomorrow.
Yeah,
I really am.
I think they're going to need to maybe come in even a little dialed back because they just seem like they're out for blood. And gosh, I wouldn't want to be a Newport Grizzly tomorrow. But
And I don't know what they have coming. They're always pretty tough, and got guys that can play. But yeah, coming into Teeters, I think the Wildcats are going to be sky high.
yeah, and we're going to be there,
Yeah,
calling
we
the
will.
action for you.
7
Football
o'clock.
kicks off 7 o'clock. We'll have starting lineups and a little pre-show for you. So tune in tomorrow night, and thanks so much for watching Wildcats Live.
Go Cats.